Hello and welcome to Early Access Podcast episode 14. I'm your host Angelo, and we are going to jump right into what I've been playing as soon as I restart this and adjust the volume. Because apparently, this is, ever since I got this higher, you guys on the Twitch can see this, but the podcast won't hear it. But ever since I got the mic arm, it records me a lot higher than usual. Let me pot this down a little bit and try it again. You get to see podcasting magic. Hello and welcome to Early Access Podcast episode 14. I'm your host, Angelo. Thank you for coming. Again. Thank you for coming in. So, I played a bunch of stuff this week. See, nope, still high. Alright, so let's do this again. Gains. Is the gain all the way down? Alright, gains all the way down. I don't want to go through the trouble of, clearing out all the clipping like I did last time. So we'll do it again. 3, 2. This is Early Access Podcast episode 14. I'm your host Angelo, and thanks for coming back. So we're gonna jump right into what I've been playing. And this week I've played, the past couple days I played like 3 games. So we're going to start with the first one. This game's called Minimon. Now, Minimon came out on the 25th of March. It's currently $9.99 in early access. I spoke about it in the last podcast, and I talked about how I wasn't too sure how I felt about this game because of the fact that it was in it was an iOS release first. But the dev contacted me to let me know that even though it was in was an iOS version, there's a lot changed in the Steam version. So if you didn't listen last week or you haven't heard anything about it, Minimon is like a Pokemon game. However, it's a single player and it also has an MMORPG version of it. So you can jump into an MMO version and play the same game essentially, but you can fight other opponents. It's one of the things that I think a lot of Pokemon fans really wanted out of a Pokemon game, and this takes it and it gives it to you. The art style is neat, you know. It's still kind of Pokemon-like. However, your trainer fights, you know. There's this like really in-depth card game and everything. They did a really good job with it. I played probably about 4 hours of it in the past couple days, and I have no real complaints about it. I mean, besides the fact that it's early access and everything's not finished, I think they've done a really good job with what they have so far. So I would totally check it out, especially for $10. Help out the developer. Read the reviews. Go watch my quick look. I think it's totally worth the money right now. It's only going to get better, especially as they keep working on it. Hopefully, it just gets to a complete game, and in the near future, we'll have an online Pokemon game in Minimon. So I would check that out. So the other game I've been playing is this game called Vortex Attack. Now, Vortex Attack, it's a game by Kaleido Games, and it came out, it says it comes out, see, this happened the other day. It says it comes out May 1st. However, it's out already. So again, we're playing a game from the future. It's $4.49, it's 10% off, so it's usually $5. And Vortex Attack, the way I explained it, is it's kind of, it's reminiscent to me of old shooters like Raiden, or was it Raiden? Old arcade shooters. You actually have continues in this game. Your little spaceship, and you move back and forth, and you can move forward and backwards, left and right, all directions. But you're always shooting up at the they're not really creatures; they're kind of like robot vortexes, like vertices, and you have to destroy them. You collect these little white vertices that come off of the destroyed robot creatures, and they hit this thing in the middle. And then every so many levels, you hit a boss, and it's a big version of that shoots all these, bullets at you and everything. I think it's great. I'm pretty sure I'm the only review for this game right now. Yeah, I'm the only review for this game. I don't understand why. For $4.50, you're gonna get your entertainment out of it, and it seems like there's a lot of content there already. It's only $5. I don't know if maybe it's actually not out until May 1st, because I did get this copy as a press release. So, I'm not sure. Because the only reason I contacted them is because it said it was already up. So, I would check it out, though. For $4.50, if you like games like 1941 and like I said, Raiden, or even Galaga or something like that, to that extent, you'd probably like this a lot. So, and for less than $5, you're gonna get your money's worth. If you like that old arcade feel, it's totally worth it. All right, so the last game I played, I actually just got done playing this one. It's called Captain Forever Remix, and from what I understand, this used to be a game that was in it was on a website, I think. I don't know what website it was, but it's a spaceship building game that takes some roguelike elements and they turn it into a really fun experience. So the way it works is you start off and you pick one of several kits, and each kit has a cockpit and several other parts, a couple lasers and thrusters, and you have to build your spaceship. The only problem I have with it is that it has a like an asteroids control scheme, so you got thrusters and you're kind of turning your ship around. It's kind of slow in the beginning, but as you move forward you get faster thrusters and so on and so forth, so it gets a little bit faster. I could only get to the third world, and there's 10. This game, super polished for an early access game. I feel like that has a lot to do with the fact that this came from another iteration of this game, and this is just a revamping of that game. I think they did a really good job with it. It's fun. It's really hard. And for an early access game with a lot of content, this is exactly what you want out of these kind of games. And it's like reminiscent of old Saturday morning cartoons. It's colorful. It's cute. It's funny. It's fun. So yeah, you just build your ship, try to destroy other ships, collect their parts, build a better ship. Totally worth $5. I can't recommend it more. I think it's 100%. Yeah, it's got 100% positive reviews right now with 32 reviews, and everybody's right. I can't see how you could find anything wrong with this game. Especially this one is, I think, what? It's $12.75. So for $12.75, I would totally check it out. I think I just said $5. I was thinking of the last game, but yeah, for $12.75, I would totally check it out. It's totally worth it. It's a lot of fun. And that's it for what I've played in the past couple days. So we're gonna jump into what's come out this week. Since the last podcast, Captain Forever Remix was one of them. Came out the other day. Then Vortex Attack came out the other day, and I have one other game that came out, and it is. Did I lose it? Here it is. Rampage Nights. Now, Rampage Nights came out the other day. I'm actually going to be playing this in a couple days, so keep your eyes out on the website for the review. This is a dungeon crawling exploration game. You can play it alone or with your friends. It's a side-scrolling hack and slash kind of game. I did play a couple minutes of it just to get my bearings of the menus and the buttons and everything before jumping straight in. It's currently $9 on Steam. Like I said, I haven't played it yet, but came out this week, and the videos look good. It's just like, your typical side-scrolling run and gun kind of game. So side-scrolling like hack and slash kind of game. I would totally check it out though. But that's all that really came out in the past couple days. Weekends tend to be slow for some reason. I'm not really sure why. So let's jump into updates. So I grabbed a couple updates this week, and the biggest updates are Darkest Dungeon had an update. It was a lot of quality of life changes. They streamlined some of the combat, fixed some of the numbers in the background. So I haven't played Darkest Dungeon. I reached out to these guys. I haven't been able to put up the money yet. If you're wondering, it is $20 on Steam. It's still in early access, but it's got like 4,100 reviews, and it's 90% positive. People seem to really like it. It's a roguelike turn-based RPG, which sounds awesome, so I still might end up picking it up soon. But the link will be in the show notes for all the details on the updates. So earlier this week, a game came out called Survivors. It had a minor update, you know, some random crap, but I just wanted to talk about it because it's mostly positive, and I don't like these kind of games, but it's a, hi guys, sorry. So Survivors is a godlike sim game. The update gave you a little, you know, it gave you some new outfits, you know, just minor bug fixes and updates. So if you're already playing that game, that's what you can look forward to. If not, this game's only been out for a week, and they've already put out like 2 updates. So check that out. Another game which I didn't even know came out. This came out actually May 2nd of last year. It's called Necro. Now, Necro is a dungeon crawling Diablo-like game. It looks really awesome. I'm probably going to pick it up soon. I didn't know it came out. It's still in early access, though, which is kind of weary for me because it's going to be in early access probably for a while. I mean, they're at 0.8 in their updates, so yeah, it's okay to hang out, guys. That's why I'm doing it. So Necro has been in early access for almost 8 months, but they're almost at a full release build, so I would check it out. But the update has new enemies, new boss, new traps, new hazards. They put in a Diablo style control scheme. Sorry guys, yeah, I paused it. It's okay if you guys hang out. I don't mind. I just started recording these live so I can post them to YouTube and everything, and Twitch is the best way for me to record the podcast live and post it to YouTube. But yeah, no problem hanging out. I don't have that much content left anyway. And where was I? Nah, dude, your name could be just about anything as long as it's not racist or sexist. I don't really care. Control scheme. All right, where was I? So yeah, and they also added new music to Necro. So they're doing a lot of stuff to this game. They've been updating it pretty regularly since they released it in May of last year. So I'm going to check it out. I reached out to the developers. Hopefully I can get my hands on a key and maybe get a key for a giveaway just to see where they're at. I'm going to go back and try to look at what the game was like when it first came out. This way I have a better comparison for where it's at now, because I wasn't doing the podcast a year ago, so it's hard for me to keep up on games that I didn't play. So that's all for updates. A lot of stuff didn't get updated over the past couple days. So, you know, what are you going to do? Now, only a couple games came out or are coming up. I just pulled a couple games that I saw that looked interesting. This comes out, it says March 30th, so tomorrow, allegedly. Show me how to sub a banner in OB. Allegedly. You mean in OBS, Bilbo? Yeah, if you... It's going to be Streamception. So you mean like this banner here, right? Like this logo here? Like the image? You just, you're going to right click in this window here where it says sources. Go to add, image, select, and then you're just going to browse and find the image that you want to use. How you doing, Getski Gaming? So, yeah, you're just going to... let me move this back a little bit. So, yeah, you just go and pick the image that you want to use, and then boop, and it should pop up right on there. Did you figure? Did it work? No problem, man. All right, let me finish. Not too bad. Just trying to finish up the rest of the podcast here. I like doing them on Twitch so I can put them on YouTube. Try to get it out there, get the exposure. You know what I mean? All right, let me move this off of this screen real quick. Boop. All right, where was allegedly? I? So tomorrow, allegedly. Sorry if I ignore you guys for a few minutes. Oh, dude, it's no problem, man. I'm going to edit the... I have a separate audio file going anyway, and this video is just going to get put right up on the YouTube either way. So, it's no big deal. People can skip it if they don't want to listen to the little banter going on the Twitch stream. So, yeah, the game I'm looking at is a sequel. It's called Kingdom Wars 2 Battles. Now, Kingdom Wars 2 came out last year, or maybe 2 years ago. It's a real-time fantasy game that has MMO skirmishes in it and everything, which I find weird. I find it weird that it's like a strategy game MMO. I don't know how that works, so it's got my attention. That's why I brought it up. I'm curious what that means exactly. Sometimes developers are just weird like that, so I'm not really sure what this game is going to be. It looks super deep. From what I understand, people like the first game, and they have a good track record. I think it might have mixed reviews, the original, but hopefully they take what they learned with their first game, and they just bring it out and do twice as much in this game. I really hope that this game is big for them, and I'm going to pick it up when it comes out. I want to support developers that put out their games and then come out and put out another game, especially when they're going to put it out in early access. You know, they're relying on their audience to help them build a game, and you know, it's what I'm here for. I like that kind of stuff. So, all right, the last game that I pulled that's coming out soon is called Hover: Revolt of Gamers. Now, this comes out April 6th, so like in a week or so, and it says it's a single player and multiplayer free run arcade game. It's like a parkour free runner. I really hope this isn't a 3D like temple run. I really hope it's not. It kind of looks like it's something like that, but at least there's a multiplayer aspect, so I could see the parkour free running thing being kind of fun. I just really hope that it's not just a copy of Temple Run, but they made it multiplayer with a couple people to make you feel like you're getting more out of it. It looks really nice, though. It's got a Tron, like a cartoony Tron look. You know, there's some rail grinding, and you know, it's a free runner. But as long as the doesn't make it too linear, then I think it'll be all right. So that's it. That's all the content I got for you guys this week. I will be back on Thursday. Don't forget, check out the YouTube channel. If you go on there right now and comment on either the Minimon video or the Captain Forever remix video, I have keys that I'm going to give away within the next week for both of those. It's early access podcasts on YouTube. Go to earlyaccesspodcast.com. Subscribe to the podcast. Subscribe to the YouTube. Go check out the Patreon if you want to give us some support. Every little bit helps. I'm going to be doing Patreon specific things once I start getting some patrons on there. Also, go to the use it. Don't give your money to Mark Maron and Adam Carolla. Give it to me instead. Until next time, I'll see you guys on Thursday.